Okay, here we go. Where am I going? That's it. Okay. Yeah, I'm in like Crate Phantom, I think this is. That's loud.
Disengaged from local networks.
Landing gear retracted.
Lost. Oh, yeah. I just can't hear you. I can't hear me. Here we go. And we're off.
Drive charging.
We have 3 jumps.
The station perimeter. Have a good trip, Commander.
15 new Galnet articles have been published, including 12 worthy of remark. The first is entitled Mahone Demands End to Kincaid's Presidency, and reads, Prime Minister Edmund Mahone has called on President Gibson Kincaid to step down pending an official inquiry. Addressing the Alliance Assembly, Mahone said, President Kincaid's decision to assume direct command of the Z-1's fleet, coupled with allegations of illegal campaign funding, justify the suspension of his presidential term.
Fuel scooping complete.
Kincaid is now being protected by Admiral Yamamoto's ships as well as emissaries from the office of the Alliance President.
Drive charging.
This autocratic behavior must cease, and Kincaid must cooperate with our investigation or face impeachment. President Kincaid issued a response from his private residence in Z-1's. These false accusations are further proof that the Alliance needs a single, strong leader. Unless the Assembly has irrefutable proof of illegality, the Constitution states they cannot force me out of office. The second is entitled Corporations Clash in Guardian Space, and reads, A successful appeal by Zend Partners for Guardian Commodities has led to the appointment of a technology broker at the Prospect, where Guardian modules are now available. The initiative has seen a marked increase in violence in the Sanofi MHD 11-96 system, however, recently established as a hub of Guardian technological research. Freya Tane, CEO of Zend Partners, made this announcement shortly after our company deployed a megaship transport service connecting Zend and Guardian Space. Our convoys came under attack. We have evidence to suggest that Sanian Exchange is responsible for this flagrant attempt to undermine our efforts. I call upon the galactic community to assist Zend Partners in removing this threat to our operation. Our plans to begin production of an advanced multi-cannon can proceed once Sanian Exchange's disruptions have been dealt with. Cedric Stone, CEO of Sanian Exchange, submitted this statement in response to the accusations. Zend Partners apparently intends to control the trade of Guardian commodities in Sanofi MHD 11-96, which is perhaps why there is violent resistance to their operation. My company would only ever respond to threats with an appropriate level of self-defense. In order to re-establish peace and protect our research into new Guardian human technology, we ask independent pilots to support Sanian Exchange vessels in the system. Securing a permanent presence will allow my company to complete work on an advanced dumbfire launcher on schedule. Our newly established outpost, Indigo Dock, will serve as our base of operations in these efforts. The two factions have set out campaigns in Sanofi MHD 11-96 to take place between the 23rd and 29th of May 3305. The next is entitled Kincaid Granted Command of Z-1's Fleet, and reads, President Gibson Kincaid has been named Commander-in-Chief of the Alliance Defense Force Fleet in the Z-1 system. Journalist Vanya Driscoll reported on the development for the Alliance Tribune. Admiral Frederick
Oh, come
Yamamoto has
on.
announced that the Z-1's fleet now takes orders directly from the President, in direct breach of the existing ADF command structure. The move is widely perceived to be a deliberate show of strength from President Kincaid, who is currently under investigation for illegal campaign funding. Admiral Yamamoto is known to be a personal friend to Kincaid, from the latter's time as governor of Zayonce. The Council of Admirals has demanded that Yamamoto rescinds this decree. Admiral Rachel Ziegler condemned the decision as political grandstanding that borders on treason. While President Kincaid has accepted the authority, he has yet to issue any
controls are all
orders to the
messed up.
ADF fleet stationed in Zayonce. The next is entitled Ship Thief's Personal Log Discovered, and reads, a journal maintained by Gan Romero, the technician responsible for stealing a docked vessel from the Starport hangar, has been discovered. Security Chief Misaki Sanders gave this statement from Fort Dixon. We have thoroughly investigated Romero's background to establish a motive for the theft and how it was accomplished. Our only lead is a series of encrypted voice logs that he deleted shortly before the hijack. Our analysts have recovered a few fragments of these recordings, which appear to have been part of a dream journal. In them, Romero makes repeated mention of seeing an area of space, not black but radiant, glowing like heaven, and being called by voices that didn't come from anything with a body. Medical experts have proposed that Romero's recordings, along with his recent distracted behavior, may be symptoms of an undiagnosed dissociative disorder. If true, Romero was likely acting upon dream delusions when he stole the ship. At present, our investigation has not yielded anything more substantial. The next is entitled Zend Partners Requests Guardian Commodities, and reads, Zend Partners has called for increased deliveries of Guardian commodities in Sinwaf ENHD 11-96, the newly established hub for Guardian human technological research. CEO Freya Tain made the following announcement. My company has established a scientific research outpost in Guardian space named the Prospect, which also serves as the termination point for our megaship transport service from the Zen system. The next step is to procure a license that will allow a technology broker to trade from the Prospect. In preparation for this, we invite the galactic community to collect Guardian commodities from nearby ancient ruins and bring them to the outpost. This will allow us to provide a stock of existing Guardian human technology, while also stimulating further studies into this extinct civilization. Deliveries should be made to the Prospect in the Sinwaf ENHD 11-96 system. The appeal begins on the 16th of May 3305 and will run for 1 week. If the maximum requested total is achieved earlier than planned, Zend Partners will end the campaign immediately. The next is entitled Sanian Exchange Announces Outpost, and reads, Sanian Exchange has revealed plans to build an outpost in the Sinwaf ENHD 11-96 system. CEO Cedric Stone gave the following statement, as Zend Partners has graciously provided a transport service to Guardian Space, it makes sense for my company to support the increased pilot activity in that area. Sanian Exchange can offer a variety of services to those traveling to the area. Sanian Exchange thrives at the forefront of innovation, and the wealth of artifacts soon to flow through Sinwaf ENHD 11-96 offers fantastic opportunities in the field of advanced Guardian human technology.
Right?
The announcement, coming so soon after Zend Partners established the Prospect in the same system, has received a mixed response from business analysts. Some view the move as likely to trigger direct conflict between the two corporations, while others believe the presence of both companies can only benefit the research initiative. The next is entitled Ship Theft Mystery Deepens, and reads, Mystery continues to surround Gan Romero, the Starship technician who single-handedly stole a docked vessel in the Vega system. Romero's wife, Lara, agreed to an interview with Vox Galactica. I haven't the faintest idea why Gan took that ship, or how he managed it. It's totally out of character for him. He's not impulsive or even ambitious really. Always been the practical type, which is why I married him. I can't believe that he would do anything like this. Had he been acting strangely? Well, something was on Gan's mind. I guess you could say he's been distracted recently. I've caught him staring out into space a few times. And his sleep was disturbed by intense dreams, although he never wanted to talk about them. The kids keep asking when their dad is coming home. I just hope the Fort Dixon Security Services can find some explanation for all this, and bring Gan home to us. The next is entitled President Kincaid Denies Corruption, and reads, President Gibson Kincaid has refuted allegations of illegal campaign funding and is refusing to cooperate with the official inquiry. He gave this statement to the Alliance Tribune. The claims are nothing more than an attempt to besmirch my reputation. Councillor Elijah Beck has fabricated this wild mudlark chase as revenge for his loss to me in the presidential vote last year. If the Assembly wants to entertain conspiracies, they could review the assassination of Fazia Silva, the third presidential candidate. It's interesting that Beck's own campaign gained a lot of support after Silva was murdered. The Bank of Zaire has also declined the inquiry's requests for information. A spokesperson insisted that all campaign funds it handles adhere to strict financial guidelines. They added that Beck's evidence was deemed insufficient until a verified source could be provided. The next is entitled Zend Partners Transport Service Operational, and reads, a megaship service offering transport to Guardian Space from Zend is now in operation. The CEO of Zend Partners, Freya Tain, announced, following the recommendation of the galactic community, my company has established an outpost in Sinuf ENHD 11-96 that will serve as the termination point for this new ferry service. Our two megaships, Saglos Sol and the Conduit, will make weekly trips to the selected location. This first step of our initiative should encourage activity at nearby Guardian ruins. In addition, we have now finalized the design of an advanced military module based on Guardian technology, and we hope to begin manufacture of this design very soon. Among the feedback from the technology industry was a statement by Cedric Stone, CEO of rival arms manufacturer Sanian Exchange. While Zend Partners' recent efforts to promote Guardian human research are admirable, I would like to remind Ms. Tain that she does not hold a monopoly on Guardian artifacts from that region of space. Sanian Exchange has a proven track record in this field, and we hope that Zend Partners are able to secure the acquisition of Guardian commodities for the benefit of all. The next is entitled President Kincaid Illegal Funding Allegations, and reads, President Gibson Kincaid has been accused of receiving illegal campaign funding via the Bank of Zaire. Councillor Elijah Beck presented evidence to a special session of the Alliance Assembly. During September 3304, President Kincaid's re-election campaign received several billion credits worth of undeclared funds. I have received data suggesting that these transactions were secretly arranged by a senior figure within the Bank of Zaire. Regrettably, I cannot reveal the source of this evidence since it constitutes part of an ongoing investigation. However, I call upon the Assembly to open an official inquiry to establish if there was any violation of campaign finance law. Councillor Beck's proposal was approved by a majority vote, after which Prime Minister Edmund Mahone authorized the inquiry to begin immediately. As yet there has been no comment from President Kincaid. The next is entitled Docked Ship Thief Identified, and reads, the individual responsible for stealing a docked Diamondback Explorer in the Vega system has been identified. Fort Dixon Security Chief, Misaki Sanders, told the media, we have determined that Commander Bjorn Lennox's vessel was stolen by a Starship technician, who evidently acted alone without backup. The technician, Gan Romero, has worked at Fort Dixon as a member of the hangar service teams for the past 11 years. He has a stable home life on the station with a wife and 3 children, with no criminal record. Although Romero's job gave him access to landing pads, it does not explain his ability to bypass ship security protocols or launch without authorization. We have yet to determine his motive or destination. The scope of our investigation is widening and we hope to know more soon. The next is entitled Distant Worlds Expedition Reaches Beagle Point, and reads, the Distant Worlds 2 expedition has reached its final destination on the far side of the galaxy, the Beagle Point system. Science correspondent Leon Banerjee reported for Vox Galactica, the Distant Worlds exploratory fleet, comprising thousands of independent pilots, set out from the Poleni system on January 13, 3305. Over 3 months later, After traveling more than 73,000 light years, ships have begun arriving at Beagle Point. Included among the expedition's achievements is the construction of the Scientific Research Station Explorer's Anchorage. This now serves as a permanent waypoint for travelers to the galactic core, as well as facilitating detailed observation of the supermassive black hole Sagittarius A*. While Distant Worlds 2 is coming to a close, its participants will now plot their own routes through unexplored space back towards the core systems.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Jump in progress. Pegasus is traveling to the ICZ EXO-ZB1 system.
I'm not going
You
anywhere.
are leaving Empire space. There is no human presence here. Pegasus is now fully refueled. Telemetry obtained. Pegasus is heading to the Call 285 Sector ZE-AA30-2 system. Information: arrival star is not scoopable. This is your first visit to this system.
5.
Destination confirmed. Pegasus is heading to the Dusiat system. You are now in Federation space. Dusiat is a Federation democracy with a population of well over 31.5 million souls, aligned to Orissa Lavini Duval. Independent Dusiat Green Party is the immediate faction.
Cargo scoop
There are
deployed.
3 orbital stations and 3 planetary stations in this system. Information: Dusiat is experiencing civil unrest. Caution is advised. Pegasus is now at 100% fuel capacity.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Pegasus has left Super Cruise in the vicinity of Surface Station. Farsing.
Oh, you're way behind.
Docking complete. Full control re-established.
Cannot comply. Landing gear retracted. Cargo scoop retracted. Cannot comply. Cannot comply.
Hey. Hard points are. There we go.
Cargo scoop
Right.
deployed. Cannot comply. Frame
There we
rate
go.
charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Pegasus has jumped to Super Cruise.
I don't remember any of my controls were doing this. I haven't played this in so long. Oh, that's cool. And nothing's right here. My things go. I don't remember how to do any of this. Pirate activity detected. I am not a fighter. Yeah. Whatever. Where you at? Like this game has changed so much. I don't remember any of the controls anymore for this advanced stuff. Where was that? Was for Gary Turbo. For the 4, which I have here. There we go. See, now wait, that's going to have changed too, so... Oh, damn it. Threat 7, I'm not going. 5. Mobile contact zone. Oh, I hate this. I'm just gonna go back and land. I gotta figure all this stuff out again. Oh, it's got a tight orbit. Why do you keep slowing down? Stop it. Oh, it's not that bad. I can land there. Caught in gravity well.
dropped to normal space close to Coriolis Starport. Gary Terminal.